I think we played an amazing 2 periods, like right, just right. And then that first goal, so this is what I know. I feel the energy on the bench, if I may say it that way. I know when they're tense, I know when they're, so that's my job to know their body language, the way they behave on the ice. And part of what I've seen in the past was that they were getting tensed, more tensed. The good sign about yesterday, and it's not great, like we had a 5-0 lead, and for different reasons, but the bench was right. So at no point I felt, okay, they're losing their mindset. But we're two things. So the first one is being aggressive and calculating the risk factors. We want to stay aggressive, not overly aggressive, aggressive in control, and we want to manage the puck. So what does it mean is simple plays, move the puck ahead, good breakouts, good neutral zone, good O-zone play. We want to spend some time in the O-zone. And yesterday I saw more of that, but still too many unnecessary decisions with the puck when you have the lead. So these are just the growing parts of learning what happened. The good side is we still managed to win that game, because you could completely lose it and then you lose that game, not even in overtime, but before the overtime. So there was good signs, and I'm a positive person in life, so you know where I'm coming from, but I'm also very much of a realistic person. And so I see what happened. I know how the bench was, and it's not good what happened, but at the same time there's growth. And yesterday we managed to win the game, but the process is getting, if we were here, now we're there. So we're moving forward. I mean, the third goal against is a PK goal against. That face-off in our zone should have never happened. And referees have a tough jobs. I mean, he calls the icing offside on Corrali. When we look at the video, he's not. I mean, I'm not blaming no one here. I know their job is tough. But in reality is Corrali has a scoring chance on our PK. We killed that penalty kill. We're in the offensive zone. They never scored that third goal. Or maybe they do, but not in that fashion anyway. So just a series of events. 2 6-on-5s, and they've made pretty much highly skilled plays. So that's 3 goals right there. And the other 2 were responsible for the other 2. So there's growth, and I watched it, and I think we can be more aggressive, but more in control when I watched it. And the second part is calculating the risk, playing don't want to say a boring game, but a very smart game with the puck. And we were improving. It was better, but still not at the level we need to be when we have the lead.
So if that next step is managing those unnecessary decisions with the puck in the third period, how do you do it?
Well, it's learn and grow. Like, we look at it. There's a situation where Johnny is wide open. We don't give it to him. We ice the puck. Johnny has the puck, we make it 6-4. At that moment, game is over, right? So just little things. It's just learning, and a lot of it is the mindset, is the poise, is the confidence. So that's also part of that situation there. So just a little bit more poise, knowing what we need to do without the puck, knowing that with the puck we're going to support each other, we're going to play a lower risk kind of game. We don't need to force it. The other team needs to force it in that position. We don't need to force it. But what we do at times is we still force it even though we have the lead. So we need to take that out of the playbook at that moment. So it's a learning curve.
We've talked a lot about this season, you guys learning to win games, and I think it's almost a cliche question to ask when you lose games, but why is that different when you win games?
What do you mean by that? What is
I mean, is learning how to win different when a game goes like it did yesterday, but you come out with the victory? Like, you guys haven't really done that yet this season.
Yeah. It's so human nature, and I said that to the players today. We will remember the third period. That's where we are. That's how we're built, and it's all of us, right? But we tend to forget the first two periods. We have to connect that. What did we do the first two periods? What did we do in the third? That change, and sometimes it's just 1%, 2%, and then it changes the end result. Having won the game, it gives us that confidence that we bent, and Boone Jenner said that today in the room, and he's so right. We bent, but we didn't break. And that gives us that ability to believe that, okay, you're going to bend at time, but you're not going to break. So I think that's what it is.
You've been around Patrick so long, and now another injury to him. Just your thoughts on that?
I'm so disappointed for him, and he was playing such a good game yesterday. I saw Patrick playing better and better since the last. So he had the injury, he got sick, and now the injury. I feel for him. It's just unfortunate. So right now it's he's going to be about 2 weeks recovering, and then he's going to be able to start slowly again his conditioning. But I just feel bad for him.
And how do you pick up that slack with him not in there?
Well, now no Boone, no Patrick. Next man up. That's all we have to do. It's I believe there's ways to win hockey games even if you don't have certain players in your lineup, and it goes back to structure and how hungry you are. We're building our culture here. We're building our mindset. We're building the team identity, and we're improving. We have good signs that we're on the right track. Now that's life will throw you challenges and curveballs and jabs, and you have to, you may put a knee down, but you don't put two knees down. You get back up and you keep going. So no Patrick for some time, but no Boquist, we have some good players not playing. Fine, let's take the jab and move forward and still fight.
The other big injury, will Mac be available tomorrow?
I don't know. That was a scary one too.
It was off the crossbar.
I believe so. Yeah, I didn't see it, but that's what they said. He's going to the hospital right now and get evaluated, but I don't know. It's possible that he's not there, but I'm not sure yet.
I mean, do you believe in a team being snake bitten the way the injuries have come up on you guys?
Well, we've seen it in the past. Last year was something I've never seen before. And I'm sure if you go through every team, they all have their stories. So it's part of the game. It's a physical game, and it happens. So we have to keep fighting and keep going and keep believing and keep growing. That's our job.
How pleased were you with Fantilli's game last night, knowing how big of a deal it was with him having all his friends and family there?
Yeah, so he was. They matched up Matthews against him. I think just like the team, I think the first two periods were good. In the third period, we lost ourselves a little bit, and Adam is part of the team, obviously. So that's a big deal for the young man, in front of his family. The list that we have in the room for the people that visit you, it was a full page. So we played for free yesterday. He probably cost him a few dollars yesterday, all the tickets and stuff, but that was a big deal. We won the game. Big moment for him, so I was excited for him.